Welcome everyone. This video today goes into define what is Quatercoining. Now, Quatercoining is a process that I developed to acquire one Litecoin. As you can see on the screen, today being July 29th, 2023, one Litecoin right now is the cost of $94.64. So I've developed a process. That process is to actually definitively take the value of one Litecoin and separate it into certain parts. It could be four. That's where the Quatercoin term comes from, but you can divide it any amount you want. And what happens is that you use that value and you plug that value into a binary option platform, and you do successive trades depending on how many chunks, how many quadrants, how many sections you split that one cost of Litecoin up. You can then, once you complete those number of successive trades, that is the value of one Litecoin. Okay, so let's say, let's divide this into 9 parts. We're not going to do the standard 4 parts, because that's pretty much self-explanatory. So since we have $94.64, let me open the calculator. And let's divide the current price of Litecoin by 9. Okay. No, so you take 94.64 and you divide that by 9. So we're gonna actually have 9 chunks of in this portion of Litecoin. So that means that each of my trades are gonna be $10.52. I'll round that up to $10.52. So that means I have to do 11 trades at $10.51. The resulting value will be more than the price of Litecoin. The reason for that is that you're going to trade for an amount in the event that Litecoin fluctuates. You can still take advantage of that. So when you multiply this value by 10 times 10, you get $105.15 or 16 cents. You get more than the current price of Litecoin. Okay, so we want to get into the background of the Litecoin. We can actually discuss it in a separate video. Okay, so the first thing you do is log into your binary option platform of choice. There are many of them. The IQ options, there is Pocket options, that's the one that we prefer to use. There's IQ Cent, Binary Cent, Codex, Deriv, and the list goes on. There are many binary option platforms out there. However, my team and I-20 Barbados, we call ourselves the Cohort Group of Barbados. We've selected a specific website, and that site is called Pocket Options. So let's log into that now. So once you have your calculation, you're going to go open a new tab, and you're going to go to the website Pocket Options. Now, this is using possibly a site that you already have, Pocket Option. If you already have an account, it'd be best for you to log into that. For this purpose, I'm going to already log into an existing account of Pocket Options. We'll provide another video on how to create an account there. Okay, so right now I'm faced with the login screen. I'm going to click on here and log in. Now it should log me in to my existing account. Is what it should do. Great. So I have an account here with $57.91. So if I come over here, I realize that I actually don't have my balance, doesn't fit that. However, it is not based on my current balance. I will be providing actually a process that you can trade for the value of one Litecoin. So when I come here, I'm going to insert that value that we had, and that value is 10. Well, let me just divide this by 10. Divided by 2, you do 10 trades, divided by 10. And that means you're only $10.52. Let's roll it up. So I'm going to put $10.52 here, $10.52. Now, my team and we've developed a system, and it's called mitigation. Mitigation means that we're going to place a process that allows us to trade multiple times in any given direction, and allowing us to realize how does that work. Now, I'm going to show you in a second how that works. Okay. Now, in the event that persons understand, we are going to be provided this process from August 1st to August 8th. There are going to be 14 global Litecoin addresses. All you have to do is purchase one Litecoin, only purchase one Litecoin, and allow that to actually deposit it to one of those Litecoin stacks. These Litecoin addresses go public to the world. Imagine this: every person, not every person, but some persons across the world know about this project, and they decide to deposit one Litecoin themselves. And once these Litecoin addresses start to get going, remember, I'm doing this for every person connected to this project. Those persons sign on as well, and they're also getting Litecoin. And that means that since you have placed one Litecoin in each of those 14 stacks, you will get a portion, a percentage of what those specific Litecoin addresses generate. Which, how awesome is that? Okay, so let me show you how this works. Okay, so Quatercoining, I am going to do $10.51. Now, I have a specific practice, and that means that I want to take my time and trade this and use it in minute trade. I'm going to set the, okay, so every person can have their own, let's say, process, strategy, so forth. But what you want to do is find a high percentage strategy. If you're looking for one, you can consult us at the Cohort group, and we're more than willing to assist you. We will go through a consultation with you, go through a pricing structure, and allow you to understand what strategy fits your outcome. Okay, so we have a process that you're mitigating. So our process, we're going to create a separate window on the right hand side. Let me do that now. Okay, now this person's on this network. Person may be part of Dings. Person may have part of stacks. Some persons have bought Litecoin for August 1st and August 8th. So this window here that I'm actually rotating like this account here on the right hand side represents yours. Okay, now this is the account that I personally be trading with. Then there will be multiple accounts connected to the account on the left hand side. Okay, so what you want to understand that whatever happens on the left will replicate, will copy, will be transferred to every account that's connected to this master account here. So that we don't understand how that works. Okay, so let's bring up here and let's bring this in the screen here, and let's bring this down here. All right, good. So you have a little bit more understanding what's happening on the screen. And let's bring it down further here and bring this down further so you can see a much bigger section on the screen. So you have pocket option on the left and another pocket option on the right. So you log into pocket option on the right. Now the key is this. You don't have to do this yourself. This is the process I was showing you how Quatercoining works. But in this case, I've split the Litecoin into 9 sections. So that means I have to have 9 trades that win. And when those $10.52, all 10 of those trades win, that means I traded for it. I've then successfully traded. I didn't purchase the Litecoin. I traded for the volume of value of a Litecoin. And that means those prices would have then been copied real time to everyone that's connected. Okay. So the process is you purchase one Litecoin. You then choose a specific, stack that is relative to you, either one where you live or your preference where you want it to be. And once you make that deposit, every single stack that you have one Litecoin in, when these stacks go public to the world and then they start to generate revenue, you get a percentage of whatever that stack generates. And this is not even taking into account the rising value of Litecoin. Yeah. Okay. So on this right hand side, now I'm going to hit sign in. I'm going to sign into another pocket option account. So in this case, I created a demo stacking example bridge account. So I'm going to look into that now. Stacking dot example dot bridge at outlook.com. I'm going to put in my trusty password and then make sure that I put in the captcha and go from there. So I want person to understand that we here at the Cohort Group, we are starting on August 1st. We're going to be going through pretty much a mastermind class where you're going to have exposure to these tactics, to these trading skills. And if it seems like something you're interested in, you want to take it seriously and you want to take it to the next level, we're going to actually teach you that. We will use that time to assess you if you have the right mindset. Trading is not skill set. You develop skill set over time. What we use is a person's mindset. Let's see how that changes during the mastermind class, and then those students will be selected. So this is not a situation where you come, pay funds, and start learning. You go through an assessment period, and the invigilators, the cohort group, make an assessment of you. You also make an assessment of us and believe that, you know, if we're reputable teachers to show you how to trade, pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to show my capture, and I'm going to sign in here. Great. So I've successfully logged into 2 pocket option accounts. Now, the purpose of this is to show you in real time. Real time, what happens. Now, this process is going to be quite aggressive, meaning that I'm going to make sure that I show you before I put the trade in what is going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen before. Okay. It's not really borderline confidence. It is pretty much analytics. Yeah. So all of the indicators on the screen, it may seem a little bit confusing, but this is a format that we've developed here at the Cohort group. Now, so let's jump into Quatercoining here now. So I'm going to match this on the right-hand side. So I'm going to make sure that these are both 2 derivatives, American Express, making sure that they're -2%, both of them are. And then I'm going to match this. I'm going to put this to 1 minute now. Put it 1 minute here. Now, I just want person to understand that when you have your account and your account is connected to us, you don't have to do this. But the reason I'm going through this is because I want you to understand the process. I don't simply want you to buy the Litecoin, connect to us, and then just watch the screen and you have no idea what's happening. The whole purpose of this video is to allow you what really happens behind the scenes. And then once this is finished, you have a greater respect for what my team does. Great. So I'm going to put this also at $10.51. Now, remember I said earlier, mitigation. So what's going to happen here is that we have Carl is trading for the group. What if there's someone in my team who has my back, who's there, you know, backing me up in case the trade goes the other way? That is mitigation. And imagine this, your account will be connected to both those individuals. So whatever happens, if the trade goes in my way, you benefit, you win. If the trade goes against me, you're also following the other person behind me who's backing me up. How perfect is that? Once we pick the trend, we then, you know, systematically go in that direction because we've picked the trend. There's no more need to mitigate anymore. We go through a manual process of mirroring, and that's what pocket option does. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, we are using our skill set to ascertain what direction the trade is going in. Once we ascertain that, we then switch our process, not from mitigation, meaning making sure we don't lose funds in the process. We then go through a systematic element of mirroring, and that uses directly connects with the social trading, copy trading, what you want to call it, system that pocket option has. So the reason for all this build up, because the actual execution of it, pocket option handles. I trade, a copy to your account. Pretty much simple. Remember our poster, my team trades, you connect with us, we all earn together. Remember that poster? This is how this works. Okay, great. So once I'm following that, I'm going to look for certain indicators. Okay. Now I'm going to put here, let's say, I'm looking for what I want. I'm going to put a sell on the left. I'm going to put a buy on the right. Sell on the left and buy on the right. So based on that, I want to see a certain element. Look at the right-hand side. Look at the right-hand side. Look at the right-hand side. Trade going up. No, I didn't trade on the left because I want person to understand what is supposed to be happening. Now, you may see this price action jump all the way. Let's draw this for you. Let's draw this for you. Right? So I can come here now and put a little cell here. Put a cell right here. Let me try to match this visually on the screen. Let me try to match it as best as I can. Let's match this on here. Let's match this. And I'll change that color to red to let you know what would have happened using mitigation. And put that as red. So that means, and look at that. Now, remember, our team works in a mathematical system. Once we pick up a trend, and we call ourselves trend traders, and we have a system called inflection trading. So let's look at that. Let's look at that inflection. Okay, let's look at that inflection. Closed. We're looking at the account on the right hand side that won't run the trade as we're looking at, and close it here. So we just did a $10.51 trade. We won it. Remember, on the left hand side, I'll explain to you why you don't see a trade jump on the left, but on the right hand side. Look at that. For the trade, if we take a trade, if you could zoom in closely, the trade came up very slightly, came down in the area of our trade, went up again, and then multiple bounces. That means the trade direction did not make up its mind as yet. Yeah. So if it wanted to pretty much sell instantly, that is the direction it's going. What you want to do is that when you put that trade in and the direction goes in next, that is a good indication of a good trade. Whether you've been that trade or not does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's Quatercoining. Once I do this for 9 more times, every person that is connected to this account on the right hand side, they then benefit as well. So making sure persons understand the metric and the parameters of this are this. Once you connect with social trading, you find, example, a specific ID that we give you to follow for that specific stack. You've paid your 1 Litecoin, so that means you've accessed that specific stack. You then go about configuring your block option to follow that said stack. Let's say you actually deposit 14 Litecoin. That means you can now connect to all 14 stacks. Your account now can have 14 separate independent signals from stats actually being driven, being operated, being orchestrated, being traded with members of my team. So this all goes launch on August 1st. So I just demonstrated to you what is Quatercoining. What we do, we take one, because Litecoin fluctuates in price. So we take that, it is named as a Quatercoin, but based on your level of confidence, you may not want to, trade with this 25 US versus $50 billion. You may want to, let's chop it up into small parts. And the great thing about it is the smaller chunks you chop that Litecoin up into, you get more confidence. So if I went on to do 8 more trades on one, I get more confidence from that than trying to focus on just winning trades. It's a strange dynamic in trading. You have to take your mind off of winning all the time. I mean, sometimes the trade will go against you. That is where you connect with the team in the Cohort group, where there are 20 Barbadians and there are persons there behind backing you up. So ladies and gentlemen, that is Quatercoining.